Golfers Dean with golfallyear.com, and today I want to talk about my new toy that I'm going to use while the weather is poor. In fact, it just snowed in my area, and so there is no golf outside. So this is the new toy that I am going to be using to help me improve my golf game, and in particular, I'm working on my putting. And one of the things that I've really struggled with, and looking at everything that about my golf game, the one thing that is going to put me to help me break 80, which is my goal consistently. I want to break 80 consistently. Is my putting. I have to be able to putt better. And so this is a putting mat, and I have other putting mats. This one is different. Yes, it is more expensive, but this is going to help me and motivate me to work on my putting. This is called the Chirrp putting system. I'm going to show you here what it looks like. It's the Chirrp putting system, and it is a putting mat that is connected to an app, and it has some sensors. It hooks up via Bluetooth, and then it has some sensors that you will putt, and it will give you a score on your putt. And the unique thing about this putting mat is it doesn't have a hole. You're not putting into a hole. You're putting into a circle that is going to give you a score of how accurate that putt is. And what it really focuses on is dropping and kind of dying the putt into the hole. And I know that a lot of people say you want to putt 18 inches by the hole. Well, I looked that up too on this, and they say that you just have to adjust the length of your in your mind of your putt. And so what it does is it's going to it has a 2 foot, a 4 foot, a 6 foot, and an 8 foot um, putting marks. It has areas where you can align your putter. And then what you will do is you'll put it by the sensors into the hole and try to leave it and die it exactly into the hole. And what it does is it gives you a score based on how accurate your putt was. Did it go right into the hole? Was it off to the right? Was it off to the left? Was it too far? Was it too short? Did it miss? And so it gives you a score based on that out of 100. And they call the 100 a gong. I'll show you all this in it. But it is a really neat putty mat that is also has hooks up to your Bluetooth through Bluetooth and hooks up to an app where it keeps track of all your stats. You can play all kinds of different games on it. They have a dual mode where you can play somebody right there. They're going to come out with some online games. They also have some other games where you work on streaks, and there's a 30-day 30 putt challenge that you're supposed to do every day and see if you can keep improving your score. And then they have leaderboards on their website. And so you can see where you rank on the leaderboards. And I'll show you that also. It is really amazing for working on my putting. And hopefully this is going to carry over onto the golf course. So let's take a look at the Chirrp putting system that is going to help me be able to break 80 and to improve my putting. All right, golfers, so here's how it looks set up. Okay, you can see that I just plug it into the wall right there. There's a outlet on the wall, so I plug it into the wall. You can see it kind of has a slope up, and then right here is the circle. Okay, you can see the lights maybe light up. There's a circle right there that you're trying to putt into, and it has a large dark blue circle, a light blue circle, and then a red circle that you're trying to get inside that red circle and just have the ball roll right into that to get the perfect score of 100. And you can see that it starts at 2 feet. There's 2 feet. Then if I move over here a little bit, you see there's 4 feet, 6 feet, and then there's also 8 feet. It's a 9-foot mat, so you have to have 9 feet at least, and you need to be by a outlet unless you have an extension cord or want to do something like that. And so that's kind of the mat. You can see that it also has alignments to line up your putts and things like that to help you kind of get that putter straight and making sure that the angle of the putt is straight. And it'll give you all those stats, by the way. It'll give you stats whether your putter is coming in closed or open. And so you can really improve on that also. But I love the idea of the score. It's very similar to the Zep that I love with the swing, where it gives you a score and you kind of try to beat that score. So let's take a look at the app and how it scores, and then I'll do some putts, and you can see how it actually works that way. The Chirrp app. You get it right off the Play Store and you sign in. It's really easy. It will then connect to the mat through Bluetooth. So you want to make sure your Bluetooth is on, and then you can see some of the things. These are just some of the badges that you can earn. You can earn badges for streaks of putting a certain number of times. It'll keep track of all your different streaks that you have. In fact, in some of the games, it should give you your scores also and average your scores. And so then down at the bottom is the different things you can do. You can click on the app and it'll give me a little bit more, or click on the badge, I should say. It'll give me a little bit more. Okay, and then if I go over here, you can see these are the games. And so this is my favorite one, the Bring It On. This is the 30 putt daily challenge, and you try to beat your record each day. It kind of challenges you to putt 30 putts every day, and so that's a good thing to do. They also have some free practice where you can pick your distances and get your stats for that. This is the Hurricane, where you're trying to get a streak. You have to score 90 and make the putt to move to the next Hurricane, and you're trying to get all the Hurricanes and average 90 on the putts. And so that's kind of a nice little challenge. And then they have the duel, where you're playing against somebody right in your own home. Okay, and so that's the duel. They also plan on, and if you go to the website, you can see some of the, I'll show you some of that they plan on adding a bunch of different games. There's a bunch of different games that they want to add, some online games. Here's Hurricane mode. You have to average 90 points on each of them, and you start to give you different distances each time. So we're going to start at 6 feet. So let's see what we can do. All right, so here's the Chirrp leaderboard. If you go to chirrp.com, it is actually with 2 R's, chirrp.com. It'll you can go right to the leaderboard, and then you can take a look at how you compare to all the people across the world that have the Chirrp putting system. So let's take a look. First, so there you have the Chirrp putting system. I am really impressed with this putting mat. Yeah, it is a little bit on the expensive side, but I'll tell you what, it is an amazing tool to try to get better. It has really motivated me to putt more. I'm not able to get out of the house as much because of the weather, and so I'm able to putt and challenge myself. It's been a huge motivator in terms of the 30 putt challenge, trying to get better and putt, and then looking and seeing myself on the leaderboard has been really cool. And I know they're going to come out with more games, more ways to play with other people. And it's kind of an endless thing now with the Bluetooth and this type of system. So really take a look at it, see if it might help you. Putting mats, you can get all kinds of different putting mats. I think there's a variety of them. I have found that this one has really been a huge help to me and a motivator to me to get out and actually practice my putting. So hope this helps. Let's make sure that you hit the notification button and you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. I've been doing some VR, virtual reality videos. If you like virtual reality, some virtual reality golf videos that I think are fun to do and helpful. But take a look at my channel, and let's keep getting better at golf.